My name is Thomas Han. I am the principal of Alternative Integrated Property Management. In a lot of situations, a lot of times, people call us AIPM in short because the name is too long. We have been in the business for a long time, almost 20 years, right? And of course, along the way, there's always different experiences that you come across, different situations that you come across. But one of the most interesting things is that during one of the AGM that we conducted, we experienced a very rowdy crowd, rowdy owners and residents who was against the committee for the JMB. And what happened was they totally was against the AGM and they become very emotional. Tables overturned, ballot papers are all thrown onto the floor and it became physical. So, of course, we didn't react. It became a police case, right? And eventually, the person who created all these issues with the overturning of the table, throwing the voting papers onto the floor, eventually was brought to the court and was penalized, right? And of course, he made an apology. So this is one of those interesting episodes or situations that we come across. Okay, of course, under the Strata management, there are specific collection methods, and of course, we have to follow, which includes putting the name of the defaulters on the notice board, sending reminders, even some places where in the early days, the committee and the property manager actually goes knock on the door to door, asking for people to collect the money. Because Strata living is, in a way, a bit new to Malaysia. Although in KL, we have been since 1960 or 60s, we already have high-rise building. A lot of education needs to be given to the people because when they move from living in landed properties to strata places, they seem to have this misconception that they do not have to make any payment. So this is one of the challenges. Of course, along the way, in the years that when I first got into this industry, it has improved a lot. People are aware that maintenance fees and needs to be paid. Although there are still people out there who don't pay because of certain issues, because they think that the service given by property managers or management office is no good. They also may have issues where they have financial difficulties, especially in the days of the COVID-19, the MCO days. So there's a lot of interaction that needs to be done, especially with management office. Try to understand the reason why they're not paying. Of course, different situations do have different way of handling collections. Okay, most of the time for us, we need to think more of people-centric rather than follow everything by the rule. The Act, of course, is a guideline for you to handle situations. What you can do, what you can't do, or what are the things that you should adhere to. A lot of times, because we are talking about community living. Community living is an interaction between people. We also practice that in our normal operations. We have to be more understanding of the other party, especially when people are really, maybe they're out of job, having issues with their family, things like that. So we need to be more people-centric than just everything by the book. Yes, of course, I have been telling people about this and also been spreading the word around. In fact, there's a company which I actually asked them to come and join. I'm not sure whether they have actually reached out to organizers. Definitely, we will be making an effort to introduce this expo to a lot of people. And I'm also encouraging my staff to come and join.